Do you still remember Suri Cruz, the once most famous baby in the world? News about the life of Suri Cruz, the famous daughter of Hollywood stars Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, always piques people's curiosity. Especially when she turned 18 last month. So, what has Suri been up to recently, and does she maintain a relationship with her father? Let's explore. Suri is currently living with her mother Katie Holmes in New York, a life away from the Hollywood spotlight. Although she appears less frequently in newspapers and magazines than before, she is still often seen out and about with friends. On April 18th, Suri officially turned 18, and she looks more grown up and beautiful than ever. Rumors have it that Suri is gradually shifting her career from acting to modeling and fashion. Although she has not publicly disclosed her future plans, the latest photos show that she has her own style and is ready to step into the fashion world. Regarding her relationship with her father, despite living with her mother, rumors suggest that the relationship between Suri and Tom Cruise remains unchanged. Tom still intentionally misses important events in Suri's life. So, do you find it interesting to learn about Suri Cruz's life? I'm sure you're also curious about the relationship between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes after their divorce, aren't you? Let's explore whether Katie Holmes continues to receive child support from Tom Cruise after Suri Cruz turned 18. After their divorce, one of the things that many people were most concerned about was the relationship between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, as well as the upbringing of their daughter, Suri Cruz. According to information from reliable sources, Tom Cruise committed to providing Katie Holmes with an annual child support of up to $400,000 to support their daughter, Suri Cruz. This child support was predetermined to continue until Suri turned 18. And now, with Suri having turned 18, Katie Holmes has officially stopped receiving child support from Tom Cruise. This indicates that the relationship between the two has ended smoothly, at least financially. With no longer receiving child support from Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes will continue to play the role of a single mother raising Suri Cruz. So, after Suri turned 18, the relationship between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes officially ended, at least financially. This shows that despite their divorce, both still prioritize the interests of their children, and that is commendable for a family relationship. From now on, if Katie or Suri wish for Tom Cruise's support for any educational, healthcare, or extracurricular activities expenses for Suri, they will have to contact Tom Cruise to propose it. In the divorce agreement, Tom Cruise expressed his willingness and goodwill to continue supporting these expenses after his daughter turned 18. However, according to many sources, both Katie and Suri do not want to receive any further financial support from Tom Cruise. Katie Holmes also affirmed that in recent years, she and her daughter have been living independently, not relying on her ex-husband's financial support. The actress said, "My biggest goal in life is to raise my daughter to be independent and self-sufficient. She will choose her own future, career, and strive for her own goals. My daughter is a very goal-oriented, focused, and diligent person." In fact, looking at how Katie Holmes has raised her daughter Suri over the years, it's clear that she doesn't need any extravagant financial support from her ex-husband. Katie Holmes has proven herself to be an energetic and responsible mother. Throughout the years, Katie has dedicatedly cared for and nurtured Suri to become an independent and confident young woman. She has not only taught her daughter the value of independence but also encouraged her to develop her own interests and talents. Even at the age of 18, Suri has demonstrated the independence and decisiveness of a mature young woman. She not only confidently asserts herself but also shows creativity and her own interests, such as her passion for fashion. With her mother's support and guidance, Suri has become a confident and energetic young woman. And this proves that regardless of the circumstances, a mother's love and care will always be important and irreplaceable. Therefore, even without financial support from Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes continues to show strength and confidence in raising her children. This is truly admirable and commendable. At the time of her parents' divorce, Suri was only 7 years old. No longer living a life of luxury, young Suri had to adjust to a more ordinary life with her mother. Like any child her age, Suri attended a regular private school after moving to New York. Before, Suri always wore the latest designer clothes, but now she only wears ordinary clothes, sometimes even wearing old clothes again. Many times, paparazzi have seen Suri out on the street looking disheveled. No longer accompanied by bodyguards, she has to do everything herself, even carrying her own belongings. Suri has also learned to use public transportation instead of relying on the family's private jet as before. Katie said she never wanted her daughter to be the center of media attention. Everything was Tom's intention. Unlike her ex-husband, she didn't want her daughter to live in the spotlight too soon and have delusions about herself. Instead, Katie hoped Suri would grow up like any other normal child, with a childhood and friends. During the early stages of their divorce, Suri suffered a great emotional shock. Katie knew that and devoted all her time to her daughter. The actress said they often confide in each other like close friends, which helps them understand each other better. She also kept her daughter away from the media, directing Suri to a simple life appropriate for her age. Katie taught her daughter to take the subway, dressed her in cute outfits, taught her how to spend wisely, and appreciate every penny. Previously, paparazzi had seen Suri handing a $5 bill to a taxi driver herself. Whenever they had free time, Katie would take her daughter to do charity work to teach her how to love and share with those around her. She also encouraged her daughter to be independent, not helping her but letting her carry her own belongings. If before, Suri often appeared with a haughty look, now she is much happier and friendlier. Many times, people have seen Suri smiling brightly on the street or happily chatting with friends. No longer attending fancy parties, Suri now often goes to watch musicals and walks around the city with her mother like two friends. Currently, Suri is a beautiful, confident, and strong young woman. The young girl has graduated from Avenues The World School. This is a school where many millionaires, businessmen, and CEOs on Wall Street send their children. According to some sources, Suri plans to study fashion at a university in New York and is preparing her application to several schools.